Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
You're watching All-Star 15 TV. To bring you all the action from Derby, Connecticut, here is AJ Capote.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. It is championship night for the Thunderstorm League of Racing. We have a lot that can happen within this 100-mile event. It is the Champions of Thunder 150 in the booth with me. I think we've done a race before. It is Thunderstorm League of Racing admin and a good friend of mine. It's Mr. Chase Baker. How are you, pal?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
I'm very much excited for this event tonight. I've been looking forward to it all week because we have so many scenarios that can really change up the focus of the race here tonight. And with that, why don't we actually pull either... Do you know the instances, or do we want to pull Mr. Noah Wilson in for a little chat so he can break everything down for us?
I feel it would be better to pull Noah in because he understands it more right now.
All right, so let's do that. Hey, Noah, it's AJ and Chase in the booth. Do you have a copy, pal? Noah?
Yeah?
Hey, go over those point situations for our viewers as we're closing up qualifying right now.
So what we're looking at here is JD and Zeke Williams and Justin are all really close between each other, and it could be any of them winning this race. All JD needs to do to win this race is for him to win. I mean, I said win this race, but championship, to win this championship, he has to win this race. However, that won't for sure lock him into winning. He has to win many bonus points as well. He has to win at least about 2 or so, 3 of the bonus points. He's obviously going to get bonus points for winning the race. He'll get 3 bonus points for winning the race. He can also get bonus points for leading a lap. So that's 4. So the fact that the winner gets 55 points and the second place finisher gets 50, all he needs is somehow to manage to get a couple extra bonus points to win the championship, as long as Zeke finishes in second. However, if JD does win and Zeke finishes in third, JD will be our champion by default because he will win by 2 extra points. Now, for Justin to be able to somehow steal this championship, well, he's going to have to win ultimately. He's going to have to get all the bonus points, everything. He's going to have to literally have the best race of his life. And Zeke and JD have to pretty much wet the bed this race. They're just going to have to really not have a good run. They're going to have either a misfortunate wreck or just not really be the JD and Zeke that we all know. So that is pretty much all that there is to it. Pretty much winner takes all. JD has to win and get just a couple bonus points. Zeke has to win to solidify his way in.
All right, Noah. Well, thanks for breaking it down for us and the viewers. We'll most likely talk to you later on in the race or at the end of it to really close out the season and put a nice bow tie on how the whole season in a whole came about.
Boy, I'll be more prepared this time. I wasn't expecting this, but yeah.
Well, you know more than we do, so sometimes asking the source might be the best way to go.
Yep. Hey, grab me whenever you need me.
All right.
Yep. Have a good broadcast, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
All right. Willis so far on the top of the leaderboard in a little bit of a different paint scheme. He's got the Hunt Brothers Pizza on board. We're used to seeing Dollar General on that Toyota Supra, but he's looking to better his 33.35. Now coming out of turn 4 back to the line for qualifying. Will he do that? He does by 0.01. Now we're waiting to see when JD hits the track. There he is, going for his qualifying lap right now. Everybody's watching the Thunderstorm League of Racing on All-Star 15 TV. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. They will be back next year. Or not next year, next season. I think, Chase, where are we starting that? September?
Yeah, we're looking at September. We don't know. We're looking at September 7th, but we still need to figure some things out.
Aye, aye, Captain. Taking the green flag right there for JD. He's going to take it all the way to the wall. He's trying to get that power down. Kind of like a plate track. Are you kind of surprised with that?
I mean, depends on how good your tires are. If you're in the long run, then you're gonna get the power down the straightaway.
Well, I'm more of what meant for qualifying.
Yeah,
running.
I understand with the whole first lap around the top and then inside lap.
And he
inside
does
lane.
go provisional pole. And teammate David Cabrera right behind him.
And then Justin Lesher in third.
Wow, that's going to drop Zeke Willis all the way to 4th. Now, we have 100 laps here, so qualifying really doesn't mean as much. As long as you can stay up front, stay out of danger, and stay on strategy, I guess. Because when cautions come out, if they don't come out at the right time, you might be in trouble.
Yep.
Man, I really like that Tonka car. Jeff Ramsdale with the new paint scheme today.
Probably showing off what he's going to run next season.
Looking at that 77 of Tony Edrington. Dwayne MacArthur is saying, let's go Robinson. Josh Robinson in that 6th. His first lap, he goes to P7. Gonna dive it back down into turn number 3. And heading back towards the line to complete his qualifying. Will he improve? Yes, he does. He's gonna go P5. And qualifying is over, and it looks like just about half the field not taking a time at all. So what we're going to do now is run through the starting lineup for the Champions of Thunder 150 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. On the pole, it is JD Laird. Outside number pole, David Cabrera, Justin Lesher, and Zeke Willis will be row 2. Row 3 is Josh Robinson and David Harden. Row number 4, it is Philip Bridgman and Ryan Billy, the returning Ryan Billy. Samuel Harrell and Devin Mosley are on that row 5. Row 6 is Tony Edrington and Isaac Wilson. Row number 7, it is Jeff Ramsdale and Ted Decker Jr. Aaron Cavan and Noah Wilson, if he actually ends up racing, are going to be on that 8th row. 9th row, Corey Armstrong and Paul Regney. And then row 10, Matthew Dunn and Sean Lester. Row number 11, Richard Crane and Donnie Lyons. Row 12, well, Chase Baker, you're up here with me, so I doubt you're going to be in the car. And then Curtis Rogers in the 24th position. Chase Harden rounding out the field, and Shotgun is going to start in the 25th slot. So, Mr. Chase Baker, what are you expecting from the Thunderstorm League of Racing and how they plan on getting around Homestead-Miami Speedway for those 150 miles?
Well, I expect them to do the low line for the first few laps and then probably head up towards the top as the run goes on. But you also these guys are starting on cold tires, so they got to be careful on how they exit the turns, because I know from experience that you can get loose heading out of the turns. So.
Oh yes, very much. I just ran a truck race here about 2 weeks ago, and I can tell you, turn 4 is not my friend whatsoever. So we're rolling. Looks like we're going to have 22 drivers on track tonight. Looks like Devin Mosley already having an issue. Unless he just wants to take an EOL and go to the back. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he did.
He's really taking issues.
He asked for an EOL, so.
Oh, well, he just spun it in turn 1.
Oh, boy.
And now he's back going the right way. Well, we're going to get the one to... Not even the one to go. That pace car is going to hit pit road momentarily, and we are going to be green. We're going to see a lot of chaos tonight. It is championship night. So with that being said, Chase, thanks for being up in the booth with me, and here we go.
Green, green, green.
Green in the air as they're going to come flying by. Heading off into turn number 1, still side by side.
33 loose, 33 sideways. Is he going to save it? No, he's coming back up in the traffic, and there they go.
Well, you said it. These tires are going to be very, very loose because of the coldness of them. But wow, were you expecting a turn 1 wreck? Because I know I wasn't. Looks like they brought some of their Martinsville over.
I kind of was, because like I said, cold tires.
So you were calling it. 33 of David Harden as he's entering turn number 1. We're going to go into that far chase cam. You're going to see him get loose. And I don't think he hit anybody on the way down, but overcorrecting it and just killing Jeff Ramsdale. Looks like the 77 of Tony Edrington, 79 of Donnie Lyons. A couple cars there already taken out, but I'm pretty sure we do have one fast repair. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
Well, on lap 1, you're looking at about 5 or 6 cars already using that one fast repair. And our first lap of the race, we have a fastest lap of a 52.66, which is blazing for a road course.
They're zooming.
But, you know, hey, it happens. Cold tires are what you would call very much a B word on these kind of tracks. You really got to take it easy. And I think a couple drivers have already learned their lesson about pushing it on the first lap.
Yep.
But looking to see where everybody is right now, the people we're really looking for the championship, you got JD in first, second is Zeke Willis, and Justin Lesher in that 4th position. So they're all right with each other.
And from the scenarios that Noah has given us, it looks like Zeke would be the champion, as he is currently riding in second. But that's with only well, we're at the beginning of the race, so
Yeah. So, wanted to throw it out there. Mr. Isaac Wilson, who always runs a Mission 22 scheme, has a little bit of a different art for championship night. Giving it a little love. It is PTSD Awareness Month for the Mission 22. So, if you know anybody who just recently came back from combat and doesn't seem like their old selves, you know, check up on them, tell them you care. It affects everybody differently. But up front, lights are already off on the pace car. That was a quickie yellow. We're already gridded up, getting ready to go. All right, so we're not going to talk about what happened on lap 1. We're just going to go here.
and hopefully they don't send it again.
Yeah, well.
Or at least it's hard.
My pace car is off.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green flag. Couple of drivers already squirrely. There goes JD by your screen with a nice gap. Man, they single filed really fast. You got Philip Bridgman in that 48 trying that outside as Ryan Billy's gonna cut underneath him. But here comes Josh Robinson. A little slow for that 48 off of the restart. You know, probably wanted to keep the tires underneath them without an issue.
Sideways, the 93. Is it? Oh, and back up in the heat.
The yellow flag.
There it is. Did he hit anything?
It sounded like he hit the wall and then just got loose off the corner.
Well, let's see it. We're going to see it in turn... Yo, he does hit it in turn 3. He's going to lose it in turn 4. Doesn't collect anybody. Everybody doing a really good job with missing him. Doesn't look like there's a lot of damage on that car. But definitely flat spotted those tires, not trying to spin. And we are already under our second caution on lap 7. You keep doing this, JD's not going to have to worry. Or Zeke Willis isn't going to worry because he's just going to sit in second and take that championship away from JD.
It all depends on how many laps JD leads.
This is also true. But what's up, everybody? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Just like what Chase said in his little, Good Morning Vietnam speech. Dwayne calls Josh Robinson Rocket Robinson. That's actually got a nice ring to it. Would not be surprised if we see that pace car turn its lights off. We've been getting some very fast cautions and survey stuff.
They took one lap away because people are pitting.
Ah.
They're not going to take more than one away, though.
Yeah, from Josh Robinson to Philip Bridgman. David Harrell's coming out now. Samuel Harrell. Or David Harden, apologize. Looks like Isaac Wilson's there repairing a little bit of damage on that right side. Corey Armstrong's still on pit road in the middle of two boxes, so I don't know how effective that's going to be. And the 47 Castrol machine of Sean Lester looks like he has some right side damage as well.
Josh Robinson disconnected.
Oh, noes. Did he really? Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Interesting. That's not good. Wonder if he's having internet issues or did he manually disconnect?
He says he's back now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he's gonna go down a lap, if not more. Now the lights are off in the pace car. We have less than a lap to go before we go green once again. Alright. Now, Chase, I know you probably ran a couple laps earlier. What does a fuel mileage look like for these cars?
We're looking about halfway to 67 laps. From what I remember, these cars can go up to 100 miles on a tank of gas. And
wow.
And usually at tracks like Homestead-Miami Speedway, 100 miles is 67 laps. So somewhere between probably lap 55 and 67.
Well, here's the thing. Do you pit for tires well before you pit for fuel?
More than likely.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going to get at. Because those fresh Goodyear Eagles are probably very important. Fall off is insane, and you can really burn that right front tire.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Pace car's taking that left-handed turn down pit road one more time. Let's see it.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, I think I'm flying by the camera. They zoom into turn one. Nice gap between our leaders. Got JD by 2.5 tenths over Zeke, and they're pulling away from David Cabrera. Here comes the 23 and the 3. Ryan Billy's looking to get underneath David Cabrera for third. This racetrack does open up lane-wise. You can run the bottom, you can run the mid, and by the end of the race, I think we're going to see everybody run that top side.
Depends on how comfortable you are running that top side.
If something happens, you just, you're closer to the wall. And Justin Lesher with that very bright yellow helmet. I think it's Pac-Man. Looks like Matthew Dunn is not trying to, shoot a guy while he's down in the wrong numbered car. Oh, there.
In the 24.
Yeah, he's in the 24 DuPont.
To be honest, I thought that was Corey Armstrong for a second.
Well, Corey Armstrong is all the way back there in the Fox Motorsports. back up front, Justin Lesher getting really pressured by Aaron Cavan in that 32. 32 has shown a lot of speed. Zeke Willis to the point. Gonna overdrive a little bit at turn 3. Gonna come up right in front of that 22. Looks like JD's like, you could have this right now. It's a long race. But for how the points go, I think it's all Willis, and it's up to him if he wins it or loses it. Just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Pit stops could be a factor as well.
This is true. Whether they happen under caution or whether they happen under green, mistakes can be made. We've seen drivers overrun their pit stops or stop too soon or even just speed. These vehicles do not have pit limiters in them. But JD still on the offensive, trying to get back that first position, only half a tenth away, cutting to the inside, coming right at your camera here. He's going to now dive it down into turn 3. Will the 20 undercut him a little bit? Nope. They're just going to stay in line. And look at this run the 20's going to have. They are just leapfrogging here. Ooh, 20 clears them off of turn 2. Wow. I didn't think he was clear on that, but, you know, hey, what do I know? I'm just a commentator. Now, you would think, with these two battling like they are, everybody behind them would be catching up, but no, they are still pulling away from Cabrera, Billy, Lesher, and Cavan.
Oh, Dunn just hit the wall. He's keeping straight, though.
Well, good on him, as we're already almost a fifth of the way through this race. All right, Mr. Chase Baker, since we're under a little bit of a green flag lull right now, going through this whole season and for what you remember, what are some of your highlights through the season?
Fact that we've had more than one race with 30-plus drivers. The fact that we've broken our number record multiple times. And, oh, there goes Matt. Oh, there they go. There goes the 5.
And it looks like we are going to stay green. He is off the racetrack. But he has a lot of rear end damage.
It looked like he had gotten back into the back of Matt. Done.
Looked like somebody got into the back of him. We're going to go back and take a look at that. Oh, yeah, he got into the back of Matt Dunn, and it looks like Philip Bridgman rear-ended him as well. It's a nice number 5 Amtrak machine. Very nice. Cars are on point tonight. Still a battle up front. Little bit of a gap, a tenth and a half. But David Cabrera just about a second and a half behind both of them. In nowhere's land, Ryan Billy.
Justin Lesher is really putting a...
Yep, we're watching it right now. Good call on that. Ooh, there goes Lesher to the inside. Chase, would you be on board with being aggressive like this at the beginning of the race?
I'd probably give it until about 30 to go. But...
Yeah, you're also thinking about bonus points.
Yeah, and Justin's wanting that championship. He had been second for majority of the season, and he fell back to third after Martinsville last week.
He's clear, and he's going to get a heck of a shot from Ryan Billy. Ryan Billy's looking to the inside. Let's see if Lesher can use that run from the top side.
He will.
Good move by that 3 to keep that spot. But they keep battling like this. Aaron Cavan in the 6th spot is just waiting and waiting. Sticking in the draft still. But up front, it is a 2-car tango up here. Not like at Daytona or at Talladega back in the day, but they are on an island of their own. As you guys can hear the engines nice and loud just for all you people out there in the YouTube lands. In the booth tonight, it's myself and Chase Baker, league admin for the Thunderstorm League of Racing. Dude, I gotta say, after the last 14 weeks, 15 weeks if you count the clash at, I think it was Daytona or something. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. A complete success of a season. I think you had like 4, 5, maybe 6 races with 30 plus drivers, and just the competition in general, if you eliminate one race, was absolutely phenomenal. And you guys got to pat yourself on the back, you, Noah, Devin, Ian, for literally putting on a fun league that everybody can come race, in a very competitive league that everybody can be a part of a championship hunt.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was not expecting the amount of people we had this season. 76 people, including myself, Noah, and Devin, have all made at least one start this season, which is phenomenal. And I'm looking forward to seeing how season 4 turns out.
Yeah, as am I, because you can only get bigger from here, and I think you guys have attracted enough attention through the iRacing world where you can really elevate the competition within this league. But we are just past a quarter of the race. We've had 2 cautions for a total of 6 laps. Chase, what are some takeaways from the first quarter of the race?
Well, obviously we have main show with Zeke and JD. They've been in a class all their own this season. Unfortunately, they both have not been able to attend the entire season. Zeke has missed 2 races and JD missed the first 3, but they both have combined for a total of 8 wins on the season, which is amazing.
That's a lot from just 2 guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to that 5th and 6th position because they look like they're battling, and here is Donnie Lyons as well. Continue what you're saying. Well, I changed the camera. Completely messed up your train of thought. Ryan Billy really loose out of 2. Now, while you regain your thought there, got a nice battle for this 6th position. Ryan Billy, Donnie Lyons side by side off of turn number 4. Lyons needs to come up and take a little bit better of a line in the 1. Which he does.
Hey, real quick, who has the fastest lap? Do you know?
Fastest lap of the race. It is a tie, a straight tie between Willis and Laird. A tie across the board, a 33.42. Wow, that's kind of insane.
And currently, I just saw the points as they currently run. Zeke is currently leading JD with 500 by ZK currently have 517 points, while JD has 495.
Oh, wow. So JD needs that lead, needs that fastest lap. Needs a lot to go right tonight. But Willis is pulling away from the 22 of JD Laird. So we're going to do it a couple times tonight. Why don't we go crank it up here at Homestead-Miami Speedway for the champions of Thunder 150. We'll see you back in just a couple laps.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
And we are back here at Homestead-Miami Speedway for the champions of Thunder 150. 37 laps in the books. Just had a quick, about 3.5 lap crank it up. And looks like Zeke Willis is extending his lead by just about 2 to 3/10 a lap now. JD really drove it in deep into turn 3, trying to regain some time back. JD really needs that lead and something to happen to that number 20 car. Or his goose is pretty much cooked, and we're going to see Zeke Willis hold up a trophy here tonight.
Yeah. Isaac Wilson spins off a 4.
He's going to come back up on the racetrack.
He is going to keep it straight and no caution.
No caution. Another spin by Isaac Wilson. Going to see if we can get a replay of that.
He just spins onto the
The yellow
road course.
flag
Yeah,
is
there's
out.
the caution.
On an access road. Interesting. and then immediately jumps to pit road. Very unfortunate on him. I'm thinking when he spun, maybe something broke on the car. That's going to bunch everybody back up. Oh, if you didn't know, it's going to get interesting now.
Third caution of the race. I'm sure Zeke did not want to see that, while JD did. What's unfortunate... Oh, Isaac disconnected. Oh, that's unfortunate because he's 5th in points.
Ooh, can that take him out of a spot there?
It looked like I think he was at like a 32-point gap over 6th, but I don't know.
Well, he was running all right too, but now it's going to drop him all the way back to that 21st position. This should give Devin Mosley the wave around, or the lucky dog.
As the top runners head into the pit road.
Yeah, there they go on pit road.
You do not want to make a mistake on pit road.
No, we are watching our leaders. All top 4 drivers really good entering.
I'm sure some of these guys are looking to get some of their repairs fixed.
And off pit road, it is Zeke Willis, JD Laird, David Cabrera, and Justin Lesher. Curious to see if that number 6 is going to just take the wave around to get on the lead lap and kind of hope for a
Whoa, what just happened to the 23? I just saw him like full on stop. Or not the 20. Yeah, Ryan Billy.
Oh, he had the jump to pit road. I wonder what happened there.
It's like full on stop, and then that is odd.
Well, we're watching it here to see what happens.
I'm curious as to why he just like hit
Oh,
reset when
maybe his pedals disconnected.
if his pedals disconnected, then he wouldn't have made that sudden stop.
I thought it locks up the tires when it happens.
Didn't for me. I've had it happen before on my old wheel, and nothing connects when the brakes disconnect.
We're waiting to see when we get the 1 to go. It looks like that 6 is going to take the wave around. That is Josh Robinson. All the way from Canton, Ohio. Lights should be going off on the pace car now, and we will have 56 to go when we go green. There he goes. He's going to be on the lead lap. We have 19 drivers on that lead lap.
So I just looked at the see where these two front runners are from. They're both from California. As of right now, Zeke has led 28 laps while JD has led 13.
Literally cutting it in half. Well, for the people watching on the YouTubes, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thunderstorm League of Racing will be back with their next season pretty much this fall. So be on the lookout on their Facebook pages. Look up Thunderstorm League of Racing. You'll see their logo. Click on it, follow it, and they will be back on All Star 15 TV. Because if they said no, I would get very upset.
We're not gonna say no. All right, here we go. Green flag back in
Green
the air.
flag, green flag.
There it is. Great launch by that 20 as we're really getting into the night hours here. You know, that 6 car that just took that wave around is very much hoping for a quick caution. But already almost a half a second lead over JD Laird is Zeke Willis. Really took that launch and went. Also, for the people watching, hit that share button. Share it out to all your friends and family. Let's see if we can blow up the... There it is!
5 off of 4.
Curtis Rogers in that Hooters machine. Oh, noes. Take a look what happens here with that 65. Oh, he's already loose.
And Ryan Billy has disconnected.
There goes the 24. And Curtis Rogers outside of a little love tap from the... That's not the 24.
That's Matt Dunn, isn't it?
That is Matt Dunn. A little love tap from him. No damage on that 65 Hooters machine. And you know what this is going to allow? That number 6 to come get 4 fresh Goodyears and be on the same cycle as everybody else.
I'm sure he is looking forward to.
Which it looks like he stayed out there. I was thinking that pit road was going to be open. So we have Chase Baker and myself up in the booth one final time for season number 3. Now it looks like
JD and David Cabrera just went to the pits while everybody else stayed out.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That is a surprise right there.
The only thing I could think of is now they've made their bed and they're going to stay out on these tires and fuel for the remainder of the race. Got Dwayne MacArthur in the chat saying tires for the 6.
So this is going to allow Justin Lesher to get onto the front row with Zeke Willis.
Really curious to see the strategy behind coming the pit road for JD and David Cabrera, both teammates.
Donnie Lyons up to 3rd, Sammy Harrell 4th, Aaron Caven up to 5th.
Man, you should have a lot more of your drivers use those that program I put in to input their stuff. Hey, Jeff Ramsdale's from Massachusetts. Cool. Turtle shells and gas and go racing.
1 to green.
All right, Chase Baker. Oh boy. Almost at that halfway point. Intensity is going to pick up. I'm curious to see how fast that 22 and 46 can get through the field to try to get back up front, or are they going to get caught up in somebody else's mess? It's going to be very interesting to find out. Stay tuned. Was about to do the old DC Saturday morning shows. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice. As Chase is probably shaking his head and be like, AJ, just call the race.
No, I was silently laughing.
All right, here we go. Pace car is going to take that left-handed turn down pit road, and
And up through the gears again.
Green flag.
we
green
go.
flag.
Great start for the 20.
Always a great start for the 20. He's been the control car, and bang, he hits that gas pedal and goes.
10 more laps, and the 20 will have led, clinched laps led.
Dun dun dun.
Look,
Zeke Willis with a more than a half a second lead. You see it on timing and scoring on the left-handed side of your screen. Gonna drop back, so it looks like we have a battle here brewing for that second spot. Justin Lesher, Samuel Harrell. Oh, and that third spot, Donnie Lyons up 18 positions.
strong one for him tonight. And here comes Jeff Ramsdale to the inside.
Man, that Tonka truck car really brings me back to my childhood and playing with those. I'm kind of dating myself here, I'm pretty sure, but you know, hey, a 28-year-old. And he makes the pass. Jeff Ramsdale having a good night tonight.
And 79's looking back to the outside.
Yeah, that outside you can put a lot of power down, but it's very easy to loop the machine. Oh, Ramsdale actually blinks out there for a second. Interesting. JD Laird, watch.
He's currently looking like he is in 12th.
He is. David Cabrera faring a little bit better in that 9th slot.
Although the 22 is looking to the inside of the 36 for the 11th spot. And he takes it.
It's like he's a Planet Fitness commercial. You pick things up, you put them down. Get to driver, pass driver, keep going. And repeat. Like one of my favorite shirts says, eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Something like that. The Brock Lesnar shirt. But in JD's case, it's pass, 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 repeat, pass, pass, pass. But Justin Lesher up front, closing in on race leader Zeke Willis that last lap, almost by a full 10th.
He really wants to get some of those laps led.
Well, also needs to stop Zeke Willis from leading the most.
Well, we're closing in on that. That was what, about 6 laps ago that I said that?
Yeah, what does he have to get to? Lap 60?
Too late. Too late.
Already happened?
Yep. And Noah wants to be dragged in, so.
All right. Well. Wow, he was really blowing up the chat there to pull us in. Mr. Noah Wilson, what's up, Mr. Admin?
What's up? I got a championship update for you guys, and you're gonna like this one. So, I think you'll be pleased to know that this is officially a winner-take-all race. Zeke has locked up the lead lap points, which is 3. JD currently holds on to the pole, 1 point. He also currently holds on to the fastest lap. It's not by much, but he has the fastest lap. As we have issues in the backstretch here, I am going to actually throw a caution for that. Give me a second here. All right. Now that we're under yellow, like I was saying, Zeke has locked up the lead lap with 3 points. JD currently holds on to the fastest lap and the pole points. They both share a lead lap points. So, with that being said, if the race were to finish 1-2 with JD winning and Zeke finishing in second, JD would finish the season with 504 points to Zeke's 501 points. That's how close it is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
gonna be a 3-point gap.
Yes.
And everybody just saw that caution out on the backstretch. Very hard hit for Jeff Ramsdale and it looks like Donnie Lyons. All right, Noah. Well, we just made it halfway. What are your thoughts on the race so far?
Strategy looks like it's being made, actually. And I think it's really good so far. I kind of expected this going with Homestead. These guys we always have that first hiccup on the first lap or so here at Homestead, but I think the racing is really good. I think Zeke and JD are really getting after it with each other. Justin's really trying to make a run for it as well. I think.
You want to watch the 77 real quick, just in case.
All right. I think that this race is going to be exciting. I think this finish is going to be something good. I'm going to let these guys know kind of the situation for the championship as soon as you get me out of here at this booth.
All right. Well, we'll let you go do that. Go do admin stuff, and we will talk to you a little bit later, Noah.
All right, guys.
Wow. So it's a winner take all. Interesting. Wouldn't you say so, there, Chase?
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned the 77. We're watching him on screen. What happened with the 77?
To me, it looked like he was going through a bunch of pit stalls.
Oh, that's a no bueno.
Yeah. In this league, that's no. That's a big no.
What do you get, 4?
Yeah.
Ooh, David Cabrera now coming down pit road.
I assume he just wanted that lap lead.
That lap lead or not wanting to pit with all that congestion. And that's going to give the lead to Mr. DuPont Chevrolet himself. 9 car in the Sim 24 on your screen. Mr. Matthew Dunn.
That's gonna put Zeke on the outside and Justin right behind Matt. Well, depending on whether Matt takes the inside or outside lane.
I would not be surprised whatsoever if that 20 is able to hold up on that outside and still make the pass on exit on turn 2.
And JD's all the way back in 8th. Or it's going to be 9th or 7th once everything gets cycled through because it's showing David Cabrera in 6th.
Chase, do you have multiple monitors?
No, I have one.
Okay. I was going to share my timing and scoring with you so you could see everything in real time. Come on, dude. Get on that.
I don't have enough room for 3.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it. Want to also give you guys a little bit of good luck on this weekend, 6 hours at the Glen. I know multiple drivers with the Thunderstorm League of Racing are participating in it, so good luck to you guys. I know you guys usually put on a heck of a show when you get in those prototypes or GT cars. So have fun with that. I will be crewing and spotting for my race team. It's going to be interesting. Last event I did was I think it was the 12 Hours of Sebring a couple months ago, and unfortunately got knocked out of that about halfway through the race after leading because of a lap down car.
One thing interesting, though, Matt Dunn has taken the outside.
That is very interesting.
So that puts Justin Lesher right behind Zeke Willis.
Oh, I would not be surprised if Justin Lesher in that number 3 AC Delco machine just says, drop the hammer and go.
Send it, dude.
Beep, beep, you in my way. I wasn't going to do the whole ludicrous, number 1, copyright, number 2, swearing.
Yeah.
But I think everybody seems to have know where I was talking about there.
All right, here we go. Pace car off. Getting ready. There goes the
Green, green,
Matt
green.
Dunn. Green flag back in the air.
Good launch by Matt Dunn. Very good launch.
But here comes Zeke. Whoa, what is Matt doing?
Whoa.
Oh, this is gonna get hairy.
Did he just try to block the 20 like that? Because that's kind of what it looked like.
I am pretty sure that Matt and Justin Lesher are teammates.
Oh.
So I think he was trying to pull a Ross Chastain.
Well, if they are, they're not in any of the team chats.
And here comes JD Laird to the inside of the 3.
Up to P4, looking to get by Matthew Dunn. 3 wide out of turn 2.
Meanwhile, that 43 car has gone up to second. Oh, man, Matt Dunn got tight.
He pushed hard there. Ooh, he's also going to crowd Aaron Cavan. Starting to think Matthew Dunn took 2 tires for some reason.
He stayed out.
Oh, well, that's not good. Fastest lap of the race goes to David Cabrera. Wonder how that changes some things, championship-wise. Because now JD does not have that bonus point for fastest lap. Putting lap 64 on the board.
JD Laird up to third or second. And trying to close.
Yeah, but he's probably burning his stuff off trying to get to Zeke Willis. And by the time he gets to Zeke, I would not be surprised if those tires on the 20 are a heck of a lot better than on the 22. Fastest lap now goes to JD Laird at a 33.31. Man, he is hauling the mail right now. Looking to see him close. Got it down to just about 8.5 tenths. Now down to 8. If you're JD Laird, what is going through your head right now that we just went green about 4 laps ago?
Well, if I had talked to him earlier, I'd say probably get to the front, about your hardest. But I did talk to him earlier, and he did say just run his laps, and I guess whatever happens, happens.
Got Tom O in the chat saying Josh Robinson is going for the long run here as he's trying to put a pass for 5th place on Aaron Cavan. He looks like he's having a good night. You know, hovering around that 5th position where he qualified. Not too shabby for that number 6 unsponsored machine. Oh, well, actually I lied. It looks like he's got a sponsor.
JD's still slowly closing.
It's like I hear Jaws. Da 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 da. All right, before I get copyrighted. Don't need one of those vampire lawyers on my back.
And just a recap for as we head. Oh, there goes the 47 off the track, and he's gonna come back up and no caution, and he's backing it up, and he's gonna spin it around and get going.
Oh, there is a lot of damage on that 47.
Yeah, the engine's smoking.
Here come the leaders too, off of turn 2.
Anyway, as I was saying, top 3 in points get money prizes along with trophies. The champion gets $100 plus $10 for every win.
Jesus.
Second place gets 50. Third place gets 25.
Happy I don't have to do payouts. Because if
And then
Zeke wins, what's this going to be, his 4th or 5th win?
it's going to be his 4th win.
Good for him.
And if JD wins, that's 6. Half the season.
Matthew Dunn crashes and jumps to pit road. Let's see what happens with that 24 car. Coming off of turn 2. Looks like he was just saying, all right, peace out.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at the intervals.
Oh, they are closing in big time.
JD is down to 0.3 of a second.
Yep, yes he is. Little more of an aggressive line that he's running too. He's running a little bit of a diamond.
Think about if these two get together.
Oh, and wreck?
Yeah.
Oh, I would hope Justin Lesher doesn't get involved for his sake, and hope he can then run away with it, because right now he's on an island of his own, pulling away from Josh Robinson in 4th.
So now if JD wants to win, Zeke has to finish 3rd.
Now, why did that change?
I do not know. No, it only said that Zeke has to finish 3rd.
Oh, I thought it was every position for yourself.
I guess things just came up.
Oh, interesting.
Still 0.2 of a second.
Yes, it is. Right now, it's down to up to 3. Here's where I think we're going to start to see tires change in the balance. With 26 laps to go. Willis is extending that lead by another 10th. Did JD Laird burn those tires up in that very, very hard charger? Might need a caution to really settle everything out. It's what it's looking like. Up to 0.6. It's all Zeke Willis now.
$25 to go next time by. Or this time by.
Dwayne MacArthur says Josh Robinson is sponsored by Ogle Auto Sales for all your Miata needs. Now that's up to 0.7 tenths.
Oh, 48 in the wall. Oh, JD will be 2 points short.
Noah's math fails him once again. Staring at that number 22 as he tries to...
He goes in a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. He drove it in very deep there. And he's going to lose a little bit of on exit, but not much. Able to make it stick.
Inside of 25 laps to go in the Champions of Thunder 150 and the season.
All right, here we go. We're going to run through the top 10 right now. Zeke Willis, your race leader, over JD Laird by a little bit more than a half a second. Justin Lesher currently sitting in 3rd. Josh Robinson in 4th. David Cabrera sitting in that 5th spot. Samuel Harrell in the 6th. Aaron Cavan's gonna run around right now in the 7th spot, getting closer to that number 43, but right behind him, Devin Mosley in that number 5 Amtrak machine. In the 9th position, it is Cody Armstrong and Ted Decker Jr. in that 10th spot, running a very good race tonight.
Oh man, JD dropped off a lot there.
Yeah, that last lap, he was about 4/10 slower than Zeke Willis, bringing that gap to just about a second. Looking for a battle on the racetrack. We're going to see Aaron Cavan and Devin Mosley in view in just a moment. There goes Mosley to the inside, trying to use that very low lane. Ooh, Aaron Cavan a little loose out of turn 4 there. Man, these tires are wearing and wearing a ton. Probably killing those right fronts.
20 to go next time by.
We're already seeing a second of fall off from our leaders. Last lap as they crossed the line, a 34:28 for Zeke Willis and a 34:41 for JD Laird. Man, JD definitely needs a caution, but got a feel for him. You know, you got all the way to second place and then your tires start really giving out on you, but you know, it's kind of what happens when you're very aggressive on the short run. We're actually going to jump on board with Zeke Willis, going for the helmet cam. Listen to where he's letting off. Listen to those tires screeching. So here we go. Plug in that white line. Holding a very nice wheel, a little bit of an offset to the left. Gonna redline it a little bit going into turn 3. Pop the apron a little bit, keep the car under control. And right back to the wall as he crosses the start-finish line.
We got a battle in between the 43 and the 32. And then looks like we're going to have a battle in between the 3 and the 6.
Aaron Cavan, Samuel Harrell with Devin Mosley lurking behind. Chase, is there anything JD can do to make up that second and a half of ground?
I don't believe so. I think he shot up his tires trying to get him to the first time around.
The only thing that I think that would save him would be a caution, but then you're both on fresh tires. Man, this battle for this 7th spot.
43 loose.
43 very loose, still loose. Able to corral it, and we stay green, but loses a position to Devin Mosley. Gonna go back a little bit further and check this battle for the 10th spot. In the 24 of Corey Armstrong and Ted Decker Jr. side by side in 1 and 2. Very strong move by that 78 Air Force machine of Ted Deckard. Up front, though, it is still all Zeke Willis, followed by JD Laird, a second and a half back.
Josh Robinson has passed Justin Lesher for that 3rd spot.
Yes, he is. And out of the top 3, he is the fastest driver.
Does he have enough time, though, with 15 to go coming to 14?
Yeah, he's back almost 4 seconds, so it's a little wait and see, but might not have enough time. Mr. Chase Baker, do you have what you were going to say to the championship winner yet? You have it written down? Have it in your head yet?
To be honest, I didn't even think about it.
Well, you probably should have.
Well, I have the voice chat disabled so I can hear you better.
Oh no, I was talking about when we pull him into the broadcast booth.
Well, I'm gonna probably just congratulate him and confirm that he is champion.
Which
But I'm not gonna say anything until race is over because it's never over until it's over.
yeah, points will be done ASAP, and then we will get confirmation from the points people, and then we will do our interviews.
Meaning director of competition Ian Slager.
Which I think he is here tonight.
Yep, he just joined the. I just saw on the Discord he joined the admin chat.
Good, very good. And that Josh Robinson is fast, but not as fast as Zeke Willis. He is closing on second place. JD Laird might have a shot at that with 12 to go, but fighting an uphill battle right now.
We got a wreck on the back straightaway. 97 and the 33 got together, no caution.
I didn't see it. It didn't even come up a wreck. We're going to go back and see that while we have a little bit of time before the end of the race.
Oh, 65 in the wall. I don't know if he spun or not. I don't think he did, no.
Oh, wow. I am surprised that wasn't a caution. Jeff Ramsdale was sideways on the track, but, immediately got going once again. Ten to go. Josh Robinson very much faster than JD Laird. Can he get to that second position? 9 to go for Zeke Willis. Whenever that number 20 has hit the track, he has had a very strong chance of winning. But tonight, almost a flawless night with 9 to go, coming to 8, and a 2.5 second lead over championship contender JD Laird, which very shortly might be under fire from Josh Robinson. They're closing in. We're actually going to jump back to that 22. You see the distance there. We're going to go widescreen for this. JD's going to cross the line with a 34.83. And a little bit slower for Josh Robinson that last lap. But it is all Zeke Willis up front. Going through 3 and 4, trying to be very smooth. Up to a 3-second gap. Back to JD. Will these lap cars in front of them cause a factor, or will they get out of the way? The world may never know. Oh wait, that's a wrong commercial.
Twenty to the inside of the 48.
Yep. Nice, easy pass, giving the leader the lane. But here's Jeff Ramsdale. Is Jeff Ramsdale going to show the same courtesy? No, he's going to cut to the bottom as well. Going to slow up the leader just a little bit, having to avoid to the outside, side by side out of 2. Little bit of a side draft there.
Inside of 5 to go.
97 is going to pop the apron. That lead has dropped down to just over 2 3/4 seconds. But with 4 to go, might not be enough time for that 22 or that 6. JD Laird, Josh Robinson might just be sitting back there in second and third for podium positions. Quickly, Zeke Willis putting almost a 3-second lead back on Laird. Coming to 3 to go. There's the distance there. Josh Robinson is under a second for second place. But like what we always say, getting there and making the pass are 2 completely different obstacles. All 3 drivers, first, second, third, all ran a 34.83 that lap.
2 to go this time.
At 2 to go, the flag stand Barney dual popsicle sticks up in the air as Zeke Willis goes underneath him and tackles turn 1 and 2 for the second to last time. Half a second separating Josh Robinson and JD Laird. Coming out of turn 4, heading to the line for the Tropical Travels white flag.
1 lap to go. Zeke Willis just needs to cruise this next 1.5 miles, and he is the champion. Half a lap to go. Entering turn 3.
Heading to the line. 3 and 4. Complete.
At turn number 1.
Out of turn 4.
Zeke Willis is your season 3 champion.
With JD Laird, followed by Josh Robinson, Justin Lesher, David Cabrera rounding out the top 5, Donnie Lyons, Aaron Cavan, Devin Mosley, Corey Armstrong, Ted Decker Jr. rounding out the top 10, Tony Edrington, Richard Crane, Curtis Rogers rounding out the rest of your lead lap drivers. 14th goes to Jeff Ramsdale, Philip Bridgman in 15th, 16th to Samuel Harrell, and David Harden going to round out the running drivers. Matthew Dunn is going to finish 18th, 19th for Sean Lester, Ryan Billy 20th, and Isaac Wilson is going to be 21st as Zeke Willis burns it down. Shall we get the immediate reaction of him? But he is not on in Discord at the moment. Currently waiting to see drivers enter the broadcast waiting room so we can get to our interviews. But that 20 is just lighting it up on the front stretch. Congratulations, Zeke Willis. There he is. That's probably why I stopped doing a donut. And here is the driver of the Hunt Brothers, number 20, and the champion of the Thunderstorm League of Racing, Zeke Willis. Immediate emotions, go.
I'm just happy that that race pretty much went exactly how I like, the best it could have gone for me. I was so worried that like something would happen to like screw me out of that, or just a late race decision I'd have to make. Oh, I'm relieved.
Well, you were very strong all season long. Um, but pretty much talk about what it took to be a Thunderstorm League of Racing champion.
Uh, it was just really consistency. I was glad I stayed consistent most of the season. There were a couple races I really wish I could do over just to make this race not so close. Like if you're the leader, you don't like a close championship. So, but yeah, it was basically just staying out front the whole season. I'm glad I was able to do that. Um, I'm glad to have a competitor like JD. Definitely made it really fun. It was really fun. It's a good season.
Yeah, can't wait for the next season coming up. But holy cow, dude. Holy cow. A race that you needed to lead the most laps and not finish third or worst to JD's winning. And you said, nah, I got it. I'm just going to win the sucker.
Yeah, this is Homestead is actually like my favorite oval. So this is definitely a race that I was looking forward to since the beginning of the season. Not even just because it's the championship race. Like I love racing this track.
Yeah, and so how are you going to spend the off season as you get ready for the next season in the fall?
Basically just that. Just get ready for the next season. Definitely gonna come back next season. It's a fun way to spend my Wednesday nights. Uh, just actually having people to compete against.
All right, brother. Any sponsors, anybody you want to plug before we let you go really celebrate tonight?
I just want to thank the admins really for putting the league on, and you guys for broadcasting it every week. It's been fun.
I have a blast. You guys put on a heck of a show. We're not even going to count last week, but it was absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait for the next season, season number 4, coming this fall. So Zeke, congratulations on your championship, and try not to drink too much if you're of age.
I'll try. Thank
All
you.
right.
Zeke it is Chase. Congratulations. Sorry I didn't jump in there sooner, but yeah, congratulations. You had a hell of a season. And hope to see you next season, man.
Thank you. Definitely come back.
All right.
All right, let's talk to the driver of the number 22, J.D. Laird. Hey, JD, it's AJ and Chase in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, pal?
I do.
Whoa, what a crazy race. We were trying to figure out when you came down pit road what the heck were you doing, but you shut us up by getting up to second very fast. Was it just the burning off the tires that kind of allowed to you falling back to about a 3.5 second deficit at the end?
It wasn't necessarily the tires, it was the driver not knowing how to save them correctly. The only reason why I did that pit stop to get off sequence was I knew it was going to be close on fuel from that point. Because I think we were only able to make it 52 laps, even with the 2 or 3 cautions that we had at the beginning. So I couldn't beat them on pace. So the only way to beat somebody is to either outdrive them or outsmart them. So I tried to outsmart him, but then there was a caution that came out for some reason that I've yet to look at. But that kind of ruined that strategy. So I had to go back to plan A and just do my best to stay with them, which worked for a while, but not at the end. I just got outclassed all night. So it be what it be.
Yeah, well, you went trophy hunting all season long, but you coming back for season 4 because I think a full season of that number 22 on track will make a very, very interesting uh, season next year with Zeke, yourself, Josh Robinson coming on late here, and Justin Lesher as well. Even with your teammate David Cabrera, uh, very much looking forward to seeing you guys on track next year.
Yeah, as of right now, my schedule's still open for tonight, so maybe I'll actually attempt to run the whole schedule. I know there's probably a couple of things that'll come up in the beginning of the season, depending on when it starts. So I don't know if I'll go back to this whole trophy hunter vibe or actually attempt to go for a championship. Um, but yeah, I would like to see. I would like to see what this 22 can do. Hopefully not repeat what we did tonight. That was pretty lackluster. I kind of showed up with the pretty car and looked pretty sad. Um, but I mean, first and foremost, before I either vacate or continue rambling, I gotta give a huge shout out to Zeke. He, like I said earlier, he outclassed me today. He matched me pretty much all season. I mean, if it went 9 for 9 as far as races, I think we were very, very close. So it just proves that you got to be consistent and make every race. And I wish he made last week so it wouldn't give me all this false hope. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, shout out to them. Shout out to Justin for pretty much locking third place before he even came into the night. So he was basically holding a steering wheel, looking pretty. Um, all the sponsors on my car: Valvoline, E-Racer, Langford Ford, Spirited by Brad, uh, Jake Swanson, Shock Technology, Simpson Race Products. Everybody here at the league for letting us drive our pixels and polygons on our desk to the fullest. You guys for putting on the show, and who knows? Maybe next season you're interviewing me for a championship. If not, it's probably going to be a second place because whenever it comes to Homestead and a championship, it never works for me.
Well, dude, you're always fast no matter where we go throughout the schedule. But, a second place in the standings tonight and a second place overall in the standings is not something to hang your head on. Every time you hit the track in that 22 car, you were a force to be reckoned with and ahead of 99% of the field. So I can't wait to see what you do more. But other than that, you have a nice off season, and I hope to see you in season 4. Chase, do you have anything for JD?
Just thank you for joining. Congratulations on your second place finish. You had a hell of a season, and I hope to see you in season 4.
Yeah, but like I said, based on my schedule, it looks like I'm gonna be here. So I think the only way to beat Zeke is apparently to run every race. So I'm gonna try to run every race because if he misses one, then I have a shot. But he missed like 4, and I still didn't have a shot. So anyway, it is what it is, and I'll see you guys next season.
See you later, JD. All right, Chase. Now we're going to talk to the third place runner tonight. Our last podium position of the evening. It is that number 6 of Josh Robinson. Josh Robinson, AJ Capola, Chase Baker in the booth. You got a copy, pal.
Guys, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. It was one heck of an evening tonight. Your car really loved those long runs. Talk about the race and talk about the getting through the field and all the way to that third position tonight.
Yeah, dude, long runs are definitely my specialty, so I look forward to a lot of green flag laps here. But I kind of shot myself in the foot early. I had a computer issue at the start where I accidentally minimized my screen in VR when we were launching out, and then somehow lost force feedback. Didn't know those two things were possible, but I found out they were possible tonight. So I ended up pitting, going down a lap, and made made for the rest of the race to be playing catch up the whole time.
Yeah, very, very strong. But it was a sight to see because we noticed something happened with you. But it was good to see you fight all the way back to a third place finish. And overall, I hope to see you back in that number 6 car for season 4, because I think you can really contend with Willis, Laird, Lesher, Cabrera, and the rest of the field for a championship. So with that number 6 machine. You know, you come home third tonight, but you put on one heck of a show.
Hey, I appreciate it, and I look forward to some future races. And shout out to my buddies Tom and Dwayne who turned into the broadcast tonight.
Yes, they did 100%. Chase, do you have anything for Josh Robinson?
Well, just thank you for coming. Congratulations on your third place finish tonight, and hopefully we get to see you in season 4.
Sounds good. I appreciate you guys putting on the league.
All right, that is our third place finisher tonight, Josh Robinson. I wish we can get a hold of Justin Lesher, but it doesn't seem to be in these Discord. Chase, final thoughts of the evening and the season.
A very successful season. A lot better numbers than we've had, although unfortunately tonight was our lowest number count. But
You know,
it's
with
better than
25 people.
22. But
Who's counting?
as the league owner, I technically have to. But but anyway, thank you for coming and broadcasting for us again. It was fun.
Oh, absolutely. We're just going to get bigger and better every year.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations to everybody, including Zeke, for winning the championship. And thanks to everybody who agreed to race with us this season. 76 people, including myself, Noah, and Devin. Of course, we always have room for improvement, but we've come a long way. So,
All right, everybody. That's Chase Baker. I am AJ Capola. Signing off for the final time in season number 3. Zeke Willis, your champion of the Thunderstorm League of Racing. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay cool, and have a wonderful evening.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.